Okay, so this is a really short video about a really random thing that I just thought of, and I want to make a record of it before I forget. So I have something to go back to when the time comes and I think about it. So a lot of just from watching the show or the videos, that I do keep a certain amount of carded figures, on the shelf, just because either I haven't reviewed them yet or I'm just not ready to depackage them, but all of my figures on a long enough timeline, with very few exceptions, are going to be loose figures. But I keep unique card backs for every figure that I own. I don't keep multiples, but I always keep the best one, and the others stacked nice in bins, things like that. But then it's like, well, if I'm keeping them, I should display them in some way. At least that's where my head's at. And every solution that I can think of revolves around, putting them in a frame or in a binder or something. And in all of those cases, either you're not really displaying them as just a method of storage, or you're sacrificing the ability to hold the card back in your hand and seize things in the front and the back and all this. And just out of nowhere, the idea came to me. When the time comes to display my card backs, why wouldn't I just create pegs on a portion of the wall in my collection room and put the card backs on pegs organized by the toy line that they belong to? Yes, that would mean taking things that were unpunched and punching them, but that would be a very simple sacrifice to make. So I could just take them off of a peg and look at them, and you'd kind of get the best of both worlds. Because, if you're not keeping any plastic or bubbles on the card, you can fit a ton of card backs on a peg, right? I don't know if anyone's ever done this before. I've never seen anyone do it before. I like to think this is an original idea. I know people have done pegs in their rooms before, but probably not for just the card backs without, figures on them. So I know probably someone's done it before, but I've never seen it, and I love the idea. So I was wondering what you thought of this. Is this something that you think could work? How would you approach it? Do you have a different idea on how to display the card backs in such a way that you can just take them off the shelf and look at them without taking up space you would normally use for figures? So, cards on pegs. What do you think? Let me know. I'm legitimately curious because, again, this just came to me in a spark, and I wanted to know what y'all thought. Speaking of those card backs, I hope all of yours are straight. I hope your grinds are merry, that you're able to find anything you're looking for any given time at a price you feel is reasonable, even pegs. Cheers.